Something happened when you were a child. You swallowed a piece of a pencil.
And that's called psychic surgery, a sleight of hand procedure that makes the patient think he's being operated on.
People who fall for this type of quackery aren't as foolish as they are desperate.
Peter Sellers, Pink Panther, is an example, went to psychic surgeons, probably died unnecessarily because of it. And Andy Kaufman, the star of Taxi, both of them went to psychic surgeons.
But most quackery isn't so exotic. Much of it you will find inside your neighborhood health food store. The problems lie not so much with the products, but with the claims. Take Tahibo tea, for example, made out of tree bark. The package contains no outlandish claims, but literature available in health food stores often promotes Tahibo as a treatment for cancer and a host of other ailments.
Gastritis, gonorrhea, general pain, spleen infections, ringworm, varicose veins, ulcers, and so on and so on. It also contains a specific claim that the product is approved by FDA for all those treatment of all those conditions, which of course it's not.
Tahibo is an example of a medium priority for FDA investigations, particularly if it leads people away from effective treatments. Of a lesser priority are those products that cost you money but cause you no physical harm.
This is a more or less harmless combination of vitamins and enzymes and whatnot, the name of which is Light Force Dr. Hill Spirulina Snake Bladder High. Some of them verge upon the comical.
People who sell the snake bladder product claim it treats paralysis, headaches, flus, colds, digestion, circulation, and gives you extra energy. But there are other herbal cures, dangerous ones, that are of the highest priority for FDA investigation.
They're represented as being an herbal remedy for arthritis and rheumatism, but they actually contain one or more very potent prescription drugs. Customers were told to start with 12 to 15 pills a day, and if that wasn't effective, to go up from there.
What could happen to somebody who did that?
Well, gastrointestinal bleeding, suppression of white blood cells, and a number of other serious side effects.
Now the FDA has banned the sale of the pills in this country.
Ironically, much of the FDA's enforcement action of late has centered on a relatively harmless substance grown right here in Oregon. Would you believe that in the algae growing on the surface of Upper Klamath Lake lie the secrets to treating Alzheimer's disease, sickle cell anemia, and other incurable illnesses? A firm in Klamath Falls uses this machinery during the late summer to skim the algae, pond scum, off the water. KC Laboratories dries the stuff and makes pills out of it. They call it pure blue-green manna. The Food and Drug Administration ran a lab analysis of 5 ounces of blue-green manna and found 15 adult flies, 41 maggots, 2 rat hairs, 9 ticks, 10,500 water fleas, along with thousands of other insect and animal parts. The FDA estimates the manna costs $640 a pound. Still, people buy it. People like Maxine and Cloyd Miller. This is a home videotape sold by the promoters of blue-green manna. The Millers claim that algae cured their daughter of sickle cell anemia.
Since she's been on the algae, I feel like she will just live a normal life. And I really do believe that because I feel that I know that it has really helped her.
But the Millers admit their daughter's illness has never been diagnosed by an MD, only by a chiropractor. On the same promotional tape, the founder of KC Laboratories, Victor Coleman, promotes his product as a lifesaver.
We feel that it has already lengthened her lifespan.
What do medical authorities say about it? Ben Wilson is a member of the National Council Against Health Fraud.
Blue-green manna is just as beneficial as lettuce in that it has protein, it has carbohydrates, has vitamins, but there's nothing magical about it.
But the purveyors of pond scum have convinced thousands of people otherwise. In fact, the state of Oregon has signed a contract with the algae growers for the use of Klamath Lake. This photograph shows State Treasurer Bill Rutherford, former Secretary of State Norma Paulus, and Governor Victor Atiyeh accepting a $28,000 royalty payment from the blue-green manna growers. We asked why the state didn't cancel its contract with the algae company, and one state official argued, "We have a legal contract, and it's a good product. It has lots of protein." The FDA, meanwhile, is suing Victor Coleman, KC Labs, and Associates for violating the Federal Food and Drug Act because, the suit says, manna is an unapproved and misbranded drug. The suit demands a recall of all blue-green manna. But for now, the sales of pond scum continue. It is even advertised in the want ads. John Judge of Tigard sells manna because he says it works for him.
Because I definitely experience my energy being a lot higher than it's ever been in my life.
But there are some types of fraud over which the government has no control.
Tomorrow, we'll take you to the land of coffee enemas, ozone injections, and Laetrile, the cancer clinics of Tijuana, Mexico. I'm Paula Gunnis.
And I'm Randy Ripplinger, Channel 2 News.